Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another week of building the Battle of Geonosis in LEGO. Now this week we're going to continue to build the big mountain structure, as you can see here, leading up into the canyons. Now this is largely based off of Star Wars Battlefront 2, the Trip a Hive map, at least this portion of it, and it's turning out super awesome. We're going to make some really cool progress this week. This week is also going to be a little more laid back of me just kind of showcasing the progress I'm doing, and we're also going back to this just being a weekly series on the channel, so make sure to subscribe for new episodes every weekend of this massive, large-scale Geonosis MOC that I'm absolutely adoring building. Without further ado, let's get back into it. So on this table, I have a bunch of parts from my Scarif video I did in the last upload I made, but over here is the Geonosis section we worked on last time. These two gray base plate sections with this gradual hill going all the way up. You have Jedi Bob there in the middle, and then we have, of course, this big rock structure. Would absolutely love that we did that last time with the Geonosian on there. We're going to continue to finish this area off. We're going to build more of these base plates going this way to get this gradual hill connected to the previous section we did right here, which is on these other two tables we have on this side of my room. And then I also started to dismantle this section. It was all filled up with these dark orange bricks that are going to be kind of filled for the border of Geonosis. But now that that's being filled with this and covered up, now we need to fill up this section and build it back up. We'll kind of do that off camera a bit. This is kind of something I need to make note of. Maybe make this a gradual section where it's going to start going up a bit and then connects to these base plates over here. But what I want to do first is I want to start building up this base plate here and kind of get an idea of how this is going to connect to start the process of building the Battlefront 2 inspired section, which I'm so happy that I'm going to make it related to Trip a Hive. Of course, we're going to add a bunch of other stuff from Republic Commando, Battlefront 2 OG, the original Battlefront, all the Star Wars media I can. So let's get to it. So after a long while of working on this section, not really recording much, the next portion of the Geonosis build and this base plate, and as you can see, it's not all the way complete. There's a little bit to do more on the back of here, but here's the main idea of this section, obviously connecting to the previous module, completing this rock work right here, which I'm really a big fan of, and obviously this has to split apart just like that, and it fits in really nicely, kind of seamlessly, so you don't even know that it separates apart. And then of course this section right here continues to slope around this hill, and then as you can see here, there's a little part that elevates a little bit higher right here with this rock work going up, and this is inspired by Star Wars Battlefront 2, just like this whole section, but in particular there's exactly a location that I'll show you right now of what this is referencing. So this section will go all the way up a little bit higher until we get to another section where it looks just like this almost, the kind of rock spire work that's going to go right up here through the middle, and it'll be on both sides, and that's going to be a really fun task once we get to it. But here's kind of the groundwork I did, kind of the basic tile and stud technique I've been using with a little bit more rock work of the medium nougat. Really happy with how this base plate is working so far, and then we're going to continue to build this up and connect it with the previous modules that we've already worked on. So now I've went ahead and built up the remaining section of this base plate with this hill going all the way up, just like I showed you in the last clip, and it's turning out super awesome. As you can see here, we'll separate it and kind of show you the individual base plate here, again running all the way up, and then it's going to connect right here at this next base plate that separates at this point. Now this point is going to be where we're going to start to build the next like rock spire point that's going to come out, kind of similar to that. I just put a battle droid here and then the base plate on the back just to show y'all how exactly that's going to go. It's going to go this direction and then go the opposite direction like that. This is such a fun task to be able to work on even more. Absolutely love how all the slope work is looking for the MOC going all the way up here, and it's just turning out super awesome. Now let's continue to work a bit more on this section here, kind of evening out, and then beginning the rock work section on this base plate here to get a basic layout how we want this to look. I want to have it where ATTE can fit through the middle here, just like we see in the Battlefront 2 Trip a Hive map. So I'm gonna put an ATTE here and just see if it has enough space, and as you can see, definitely has enough space to fit right through here, so it should be no problem. So here we have all these sections put together with the progress I've made in the past couple of kind of hours of figuring out exactly what I want this to look like. And I'll just give you first a big overview of what this is looking like. And yeah, it's truly looking like Star Wars Battlefront 2 and then mixed into the regular kind of Geonosis landscape from Attack of the Clones. This is just looking fantastic. I'll kind of go back over here and then we'll get into the progress of what I've done. And you see I have an ATTE here. I have a AAT right here that's going to be kind of referenced again because of Battlefront 2. They use the regular tan ones. I have some of the Geonosis battle droids on there. Absolutely love it. And then I have some battle droids just kind of coming up here because this is where the clone forces will be coming from, with a Jedi Bob as well. But for the progress I've actually built here, I continued again to build this up to where we have the big rock structure that is beginning here. I built this front section with this really cool, unique dark orange piece here with like a sloped wedge kind of brick that's very large, but I think works well for the beginning of the very front of this rock structure. And I built this side piece that's gonna build all the way across and go way down here, just kind of the beginning portions of it. And then I put a clone trooper on top to show you kind of the height of it. Now it's obviously not as tall as this one, but that's purposeful, just like in the game. And then there'll be like a big spire just like this will go on top of this section right here, and we'll have clone troopers shooting down on to the battlefield. So yeah guys, this is absolutely coming together so nicely for Geonosis. And as well, if you might have noticed, I've used kind of bright LED lights this week, not the yellow light, to kind of give it a different look. Even though it doesn't kind of look like the atmosphere of Geonosis, you can kind of see it a little bit better. But that's going to be it for this week of Geonosis and building. I know I didn't have as much progress as last week, but I really want to make this a weekly series showing you all my step-by-step process of this. But let's go out to the outro. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Building the Battle of Geonosis in Lego. Had such a blast building this week. Now next week we're continuing to build that rock structure that we started and continuing to build the rest of the table out, building up like another of the like 6 base plates up. So we have so much more to do for this Geonosis build, so be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.